Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, Akim, pushing his word, sincerity, and in truth. Back with another lesson. And it's going to be an article from the Daily Mail. And it's dealing with rent increases, man. All right. And protests over those rent increases. It's just another sign of the times of what's to come. It says New York City approves biggest rent hikes in a decade. Panel says landlords can charge an extra 5% for around 1 million rent-regulated apartments despite tenants already crippled by cost of living crisis. So we know inflation is hitting. Things are going up. And guess what? The rent is going up, even in your rent-controlled apartment. All right? And you can see it's a lot of women up there protesting. All right? Because the times are finna get rough, times are finna get hard, and you finna see all type of judgments go out in these in days. All right. It says New Yorkers living in 1 million rent stabilized apartments are now faced with the biggest rent increase in a decade after a panel approved a rent hike for 1 year and 2 year leases, despite tenants crippled amid cost of living. The New York City Rent Guidelines Board voted 5-4 Tuesday night to raise the rent stabilized apartments to 3.25% for 1 year leases and 5% for 2 year leases. The increase are the largest jumps in nearly a decade. In the Ruckus Rent Board session in Cooper's Union Hall, Great Hall, angry New Yorkers blew whistles, shouted housing is a human right, and turned their backs to the board, but they could not stop the vote. We fight, it says, we fight the landlords, the rats, the roaches, the leaks, no gas, no heat, no hot water. So these sound like they dealing with slumlords, man. They got all those problems. It says, and you want to give them more money to do what with? Kim Statuto of the Bronx deemed to know when she spoke to NBC4 outside the meeting. The new rent increases are set to go in effect in October. So it's getting real out here in the field, man. All right. Things is going to get very uncomfortable. Your standard of living for most Americans is being reduced. Money is hard to come by. And this is really all planned by the elite. All right. This is all pre-planned by the elite. Ultimately, it's through the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But it's a means to an end with the powers that be to get ready to push that great reset, that new world order, so to speak, and get ready to usher in that beast system, which is going to lead to an implantable chip, microchip, known as the mark, spoken about in the book of Revelation. But to get the people and the populace ready, they have to break them. And they're going to break them with a lack of having things so they can come with that ultimate and final solution, man. All right? Because a universal basic income got to come. It got to come because these people just don't got it. All right? It says the average cost of a rent stabilized apartment in New York is less than $2,700 a month, no matter the size. If the rent is ever raised over $2,700 or the tenant leaves, the stabilized apartment can become deregulated. Median rent for a non-rent stabilized apartment in Manhattan hit an all-time high of $4,000 per month in May. Wow, a 40% increase from a year ago and beating out February's high of $3,700. And this is for an apartment, man. You know, $4,000 a month. It's just simply outrageous. According to a new report from real estate brokerage, Douglas Elliman. All right. So let's play a little bit of this and then we're going to grab some scriptures.
The cries of angry tenants drowning out the voices of the Rent Guidelines Board members during its heated meeting to decide rent increases. Both tenant members of the board expressed outrage.
People who think their investments deserve more respect than basic human needs.
But despite their protests, the board voted to allow landlords to increase rent for rent-stabilized apartments by 3.25% for 1 year leases and 5% for 2 year leases.
The motion fails by a vote of...
Before the meeting, tenants rallied against the hike, arguing that inflation, pandemic hardships, and the current housing market make paying more nearly impossible and put them at risk of becoming homeless.
If the rent increases, I may not be able to pay my college tuition. and I will have to be able to go to a different college just so I can support my family.
What it means is I have to start making sure that I don't eat as much as I do.
But small landlords say
Yeah, you heard her. I don't eat as much as I do, man. A lot of these strong, single, independent women is going to be in the world of trouble, man. All right, they were sold a field of dreams, so to speak. But I'm gonna play the rest. But let me grab a scripture. Let's get in 2nd Ezra 9. Let's start at 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, when I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And Yahweh Shemaiah Shai is sending these plagues. All right. He is sending the rumors of wars, right? He's going to send a famine, great death, great misery, great violence is going to engulf this earth before he finally comes back. And we're off at the jumping point right now. You see, because these people are being pushed to the edge, and then they're not going to want to leave. Tenants are going to be mad. Police are going to be called. People are going to be put out and kicked out. All right. Eventually into something else is proposed, man. All right. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So this is just another example of an uproar, man. Another example, because things are failing everywhere. This economy is through. These markets are through, man. And these markets affect a lot. And the Fed raising those interest rates is really going to backfire, man, because it's going to cause a lot of businesses to slow down, to lay off people, and to make everyday life that much harder, man. All right. It says, but the Fed know what they're really doing. It says, and I'm speaking about Mystery Babylon, Federal Reserve. It says, then shalt thou well understand the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful effects and endings and effects and signs. Right? So we seeing everything take place, man. All right? We seeing these uproars of the people. We seeing people who don't got money complaining against the government. If the government don't get the right solution, you're going to actually have people come against the government in certain instances. All right. But everything is leading towards that mark, those digital credits, that new system. And it's all going to be rolled out very soon.
say they're struggling too.
With the increases in our real estate taxes, our increases in insurance, increases in water, increases in our utilities, everything has gone up.
The Rent Stabilization Association, which represents landlords, says most rent-stabilized apartments are mom and pop owned properties passed down through generations, and that both landlords and tenants need help.
There needs to be more to address the problems of tenants and property owners. Frankly, nobody was ever going to be happy with the results of this board.
And Mayor Eric Adams called the decision.
That's the point. Even the people that own the property saying they got to pay more. So guess what? They got to charge you more. All right. So, you know, it keeps going around and around in a circular motion, these increases. But essentially, this is going to break the system. It says, let me jump down. The system is broken and we cannot pit landlords against tenants as winners and losers every year. Adams said in a statement found on the board, while we raise our voices and were successful in pushing the increases lower, the determination made by the Rent Guidelines Board today will unfortunately be a burden to tenants at this difficult time, and that is disappointing. At the same time, small landlords are at risk of bankruptcy because of years of no increases at all, putting building owners of modest means at risk while threatening the quality of life for tenants who deserve to live in well-maintained and really, at the end of the day, the powers that be want to bankrupt the entire system, and because this is not big corporate buildings or big corporate apartments. Hey, these are gonna go back to the bank, and then the corporation is gonna get them, and the bank is gonna get them, and they really gonna jack up the prices. So you really gonna be pushed out. That's really what's going on at the end of the day. It says Adams faced swift backlash and criticized by several organizations, including Legal Aid Society, who had been demanding a rent freeze. So, hey, that's what you can see, man. You can see them people out there. But let's get back to the scriptures. Let's go into Proverbs 14 and 20. The poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the rich have many friends, right? So the people that really got that big money is going to come in and get what they want at the end of the day, man. All right? Like I said, they're going to raise these rents. These tenants ain't going to be able to pay. You're going to have people put out, right? You're going to have landlords get fed up, and you're going to have rich people come in and buy all that shit up and then really raise rents and push everybody out, man. And they getting ready to really cordon off this society, man. All right? Where you're going to have basically everybody poor, and you're going to have the elite own everything, man. A real life game of Monopoly. That's what's going on right now. You see? But at the end, we all know that end game, which is going to be that beast system, which is going to be implemented. All right? And to get these people ready to bow down, you got to put them in that hard situation. Let's keep going. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Right? So these people are being oppressed. They're angry. They're mad. But guess what? That gift is going to come after it, man. All right? People are going to complain that they don't have it. They're going to complain that they need help. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to give you help. But it's really ain't going to be the help you want, man. Like I'm telling you, that the universal basic income is coming, but it's going to be linked to all type of stipulations. When they come out with any new version of zombie juice, you got to take it. When they come out with a new digital currency, you got to accept it and use it. When they come out with that smart mark, that implantable thing, you got to put it in you. All right? So it's going to be stipulations to being taken care of in this new system, because they're destroying currently the old system as we speak, right? And let's get one more. Let's get Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." Right? So, he is going for broke. He don't really care about these people at the end of the day. So they're not going to stop this inflation. Like I said, it's really a part of the Great Reset at the end of the day. A lot of these shortages are being, for lack of a better word, are being man-made or are being created. You have many food distribution places being burned down. The brother Kapadazar went into that a couple videos ago. They have the cattle getting slaughtered and dying. All right. You have farmers being paid not to produce food, to really push this food shortage. You have diesel outages and shortages on the East Coast, so they can't move product. So it's places for a world of hurt. But at the end of the day, we got to trust and lean more and more into Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to bring us through these perilous times, because that's truly all that we have. All right. So that's the point. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and shalom the next time.